Hello there, everybody, and today for my movie reviews, let's start off with the summer season with a baseball movie, that being Hardball, starring the amazing Keanu Reeves and Diane Lane. So this is about a man played by Keanu Reeves who is forced to coach a baseball team after he gets in some trouble with the law and to pay off his debt, so he is going to play baseball with a group of kids in a very sketchy neighborhood. So this movie really touched my heart because I don't know why, but I was randomly looking for movies at the library and I picked this one out because of Keanu Reeves. And for some reason, I didn't expect much, but then this movie really surprised me. This movie came out in 2001, so I thought this came out in the 90s, but this was probably filmed in the 1999 probably, but this is before the other Matrix sequels came out. The first Matrix already came out, so Keanu Reeves was already busy doing the Matrix and so he probably had some spare time to do this movie. But this movie is a lot of fun because it's a baseball movie. I'm not the biggest baseball fan, but the connections between Keanu Reeves and the kids is what makes this movie go really well. But at first, the kids are not really sure about Keanu Reeves. I know he has a name in this movie, Connor O'Neill. So Connor is basically trying to mentor them the best he can. The kids get into a lot of fights, but they argue sometimes, but eventually they start to get along. But one of the baseball players in this movie is played by Michael B. Jordan. I was surprised that he's in this movie. This is before he was Adonis Creed or Killmonger. It's kind of feels weird because like Keanu Reeves is in his 60s and Michael B. Jordan was a teenager when this movie came out. So it's just wild. It just makes me feel young or something. It's just a weird coincidence. But the main thing about this movie is Connor meets Diane Lane's character, who is the teacher to the kids, because I think they go to a Catholic school and they don't really like school. They refer to Diane's character as just a witch or something. And I also recall that she also played Martha Kent in the DCEU, which is another ironic thing. But eventually Connor and her bond and they start to date as time goes on. But various other wild things happen in this movie. There's some of the kids get attacked by gang members, but when they do play baseball, it goes really well. But one of the kids, I think his name is G-Baby, I'm pretty sure. I forget who he's played by. This is his only big acting role. I guess he didn't want to do it after this movie. But he apparently wants to play baseball, but because he's too young, Connor doesn't allow him to play. But eventually he does because he shows his commitment, and I don't know, as he starts to get paid every week, because he almost got 2 weeks to coach this baseball team, he ends up having to sacrifice some of the money he has for the kids. Like after they win their first game, they celebrate at a pizza shop, and he sacrifices some of the money, and they all have a good time. But the big thing that does happen in this movie, I don't know if I should get to it in a bit. I might as well say it, but the kids start off not wearing uniforms. They just wear their regular t-shirts, and they don't have uniforms at all until later in the movie. Keanu is able to afford the uniforms, and they finally can wear them. And he first doesn't give G-Baby one, but he actually does, and then he gets the number 1 jersey. And I actually do like their jerseys, the green and the white. That goes really well. But something big happens in this movie. G-Baby and one of the players ends up walking home, but they are encountered by one of the other players who left the team because he was acting too aggressive during one of the games. and Connor almost threatening to kick him out, but he ends up running off. But apparently he's joined some of the gang members in the city they live in. But a firefight happens, and so I was not expecting this to happen in the movie at all. G-Baby gets shot, and he actually dies. It's very sad, because he was definitely adorable in the movie. He was so kind and heartwarming. And this devastates Keanu Reeves. He ends up going to the funeral, and he feels that he is the blame. He blames himself for what happened to him because he felt he wasn't there. Earlier in the movie, one of the kids did get attacked, and one of the parents blames him for what happened. But this time it really cost it. But he doesn't want to coach the team anymore because like I said, he feels responsible. But the kids say they want to have a final showdown on the team in the honor of G-Baby. But that's what they do, and the finale ends with the kids having their big game in their jerseys. This is my little nitpick with the movie. I wish they actually showed the game, their final game, because I thought it was setting up really well of their big game. But it just flashes to like just a bunch of random photos of what happened. But yeah, so the main thing about this movie that I like is Keanu Reeves goes from a guy who gets drunk at bars to a changed man who's willing to have connection with the kids and actually get a strong relationship with Diane Lane. But he also made a pretty good speech later in the movie when he goes to the funeral of G-Baby, and he actually tells him how much he adored him and actually loved to give him a chance. And he even has this little dance that they do during the game, which was nice. But that's Hardball. I'd give this movie probably a 9 out of 10. I don't know. That's probably weird for some people to rate this movie, but I think this is a very underrated baseball movie. It's not as good as The Sandlot. That movie's really good. Maybe I'll review that someday. But Hardball is definitely a movie you should check out. If you want to check out early 2000s Keanu Reeves movies before he had his other two Matrix movies until John Wick. It's not as good as the John Wick movies, but I definitely would pick this as my other favorite Keanu Reeves movie. Definitely the best sports Keanu Reeves movie. Weird way to say it, but that's how it is. So the next movie, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I was thinking of doing Venom 3. Weird to say this in this review, but we shall wait and see. I'll just review whatever is coming out, and then the big thing I'm going to be reviewing is definitely the Superman movies. So, yes, can't wait to talk about that. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.